So in this video, we just wanted to talk about knowing your financial style, and that comes through a lot of different things. But one of those that people often go to is whether or not you are a spender or a saver.
And what's interesting is a lot of people will self-categorize as either a spender or a saver, and people who are spenders will often feel guilty about that fact. And when we talk with people, one of the things we like to say is, there are distinct advantages and disadvantages to the way you view money right now. So for example, Krista and I are certainly both savers, and there are advantages to that. Obviously, we try to be intentional with saving money, but the disadvantages are that we might not be as spontaneous or willing to embrace relationship when it sometimes comes to spending, right? Because spenders often are people who are able to really live in the moment and embrace spontaneity and sometimes generosity. In contrast, if you're a spender, sometimes the disadvantage can be that you spend money freely. That, in certain circumstances, that can be a disadvantage, but you have distinct advantages as well. And so it's about knowing, okay, what is my style, and being able to call out the pros and cons of that. And then also, if you find yourself in a relationship with someone who views money in the opposite way, how can you identify the pros and cons of how that person views money? Because there are advantages to it, even if you might not initially be able to see them.
But I do think the most important thing is that you are honest about your money, what you have, and that everyone is informed about what goes in and out of financial accounts, whether or not everyone has access or it's deemed one person's or the other's. Just the staying informed is really important for a healthy relationship.
So today we've just kind of talked about what we call your financial style, and really what the takeaway we want to be for you is that you have a financial style, even if you haven't given a name to it, and that there are advantages to the way you view money and there may be disadvantages. And so be aware of what your style is, identify it, name it, own it. And if you're in a relationship with somebody else, understand what their financial style is. And being transparent about those, the advantages and disadvantages of them, can help you handle conflict and issues as they arise. And we at Spokane Federal Credit Union, we want you to be financially successful. And part of the way that we can do that is we actually offer individual or for couples financial counseling, credit counseling sessions. We also offer, if you need help in retirement planning, our financial advisor would be happy to work with you on that as well. We want you to be successful in whatever that looks like for you. So if you just need someone to be able to bounce ideas off, you need a place to be able to start that conversation, come into our doors. We are absolutely here to help.